Let's do PACE. The first thing you're going to need before we start is water. So please make sure you have that handy and ready to go. Now, PACE stands for Positive, Active, Clear Energy. This comes from Brain Gym, so it's not something that we invented or created. We just really like it because it helps to turn your brain on and puts you into a state of called super learning. And we talk more about this in our program, but I'm just going to show you the basic 4-ish, kind of 5 movements that goes with it. Now, the acronym PACE, it actually goes in the reverse order. So the first thing that we do is energy, which is drinking water. So this is where you're going to take a sip of water, hold it in your mouth, take a breath in through your nose, let the breath out through your nose, and then you're going to swallow the water. So it looks like this. Perfect. You just energized your brain. And this is an important thing to do all throughout the day, is drinking lots of water. And when you drink it in this way, it helps to hydrate the brain even more. The next step is the C, the clear. So it's going, because remember, we go backwards. So now we're going to make a C with your hand. You're going to find your clavicle bone right here, and you're going to drop your fingers just below to where you find these 2 indents. And in this exercise, it's also the brain buttons. So we call them brain buttons, but it's the C we're going to clear. So the other hand goes on the belly button. The top 2 fingers are rubbing. I like to bring all my fingers in because it just covers more surface area. And you just do this for about 30 seconds on one side or for 3 breaths. So I like to take in 3 deep breaths on one side like this and letting it out. Always breathing through the nose. Trying to get your breath to be down in your belly. And then we switch. So now the hand on top goes to the belly button, and the hand on the belly button comes up to find the brain buttons. Again, you find the clavicle bone and you just drop down to 2 natural indents that you have here. And again, you're taking 3 deep breaths through the belly. And please note, if this is sore or tender in any way, that's just where we're storing a lot of stress. So as you rub here and breathe deeply, you're actually helping blood come up into the brain and give you a whole new bit of clarity and energy and all sorts of good stuff. So just holding here, sometimes rubbing is too painful and we prefer to tap, or we can just hold, or if the sensory experience is too much, you can just hover right above, because energy will follow the intention. My intention is to have my brain buttons activated. So that was step 2. The next step is the A, which is active. So we're going to do what's called cross crawls. So you're doing opposite hand, opposite knee, and you're crossing your midline. This can be in any way that you want to cross your midline. Do it for about 30 seconds, a minute, however long you want to do it. You can do elbow to opposite knee. You can even do opposite hand to opposite foot behind you, and throwing in your eyes, tracking and watching, just like that. Really any way that you want to cross your midline. Your midline is this line that comes right down this direction of your body, from separating right and left. There's also a midline here that separates top from bottom, and there's a midline from front to back. But this midline we're working on is right and left. This is connecting right and left sides of your brain. Super great way, turning on the brain and getting active and ready for whatever you're going to do next. The next step is the P, which is the positive. So I'm crossing my ankles. So I have my right foot over my left foot. I put my hands out in front, thumbs come down, my right hand goes over my left, interlacing my fingers, pulling it into my chest, and then I bring my tongue to the roof of my mouth, which helps to activate the vagus nerve. Very calming, very great way to regulate the nervous system. Here, you're just breathing through your nose. You can do 3 deep breaths. You can hold here for a long time. You can even fall asleep in this position if you have a hard time falling asleep. This is a go-to position to help calm and regulate your system. So the next time, if you're feeling upset and you don't have time to do all the steps, this is a great place to just hold your system and calm all your energy. You'll notice your heart rate starts to calm quickly, and you'll feel yourself just feeling nice and grounded. If you want to challenge your vestibular system, that's your balance system, you can close your eyes and see how well you're feeling sturdy and strong. Go ahead and uncross your arms, switching your feet, other hand goes on top, and we pull it in. Super important that we balance and do both sides of our brain. Again, tongue up to the roof of your mouth, breathing through your nose. Take one more deep breath here. Awesome. And the last step, this is why I said there's 4, but kind of 5 movements, is what we call the save button. Think of it as your right and left brain coming together and being connected. And we like to add a little special part where we tap each finger as we go through. And then we're done. That's P.A.C.E.